Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Tarot time. Well, this is up close and personal. I don't know. I got a new phone and it just doesn't fit into the old stuff. And it just, I don't know. It's always something. It's always something. So, anyway, I haven't really been that MIA. I've been doing overhead videos where I just show the cards. Sometimes it's easier than to get in front of the camera, set everything up, the lights. It's just easier. So if you don't see me in front of the camera, know that I'm lazy. I've been doing a bunch of stuff around my house remodeling. The project from hell with Satan as my subcontractor. It's been crazy, let me tell you. It's been a learning experience and it's been crazy. And the good thing is, once you learn something the proper way, you can't unlearn it. Okay. I mean, once you see something, you can't unsee it. And, we all digest things when we're ready, because like everybody, and not just for home remodel too, but a lot of people are like, oh, why didn't I see that? Why didn't I see it coming? Why didn't I, see it happening? Why didn't I acknowledge it? We all do it. It's just this thing of you'll learn when you learn. Okay. That's the only thing I could tell you. Learn when you learn. Don't beat yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. But anyway, so moving on. If you haven't, check out my new website. I have to really tweak it and stuff. I just kind of threw it out there. And I'm learning with that too, how to make a website. It is queenofwands20.com. Take a gander. And I am open for bookings. So all right. And there's Luna. Just like came right through. All right. Let's see what we have here. We have Robin Wood deck. Okay. So let's see what we have. King of Pentacles. We love the King of Pentacles. Maybe you should invoke the King of Pentacles. And you're going, well, I'm a female, so hold on. Nope, doesn't matter. We like what he embodies. Okay. And he embodies stability. Don't forget, he is our earth signs. He is our Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. He invokes stability. He invokes regimen, but I don't want to make it sound boring. It's not that he's boring or that what he does is boring, but he gives confidence because he knows that he has stuff handled. He knows his bills are paid. He's organized. I always say that I'm a Virgo moon, and my Virgo, which is would be a King of Pentacles, keeps my Pisces watery butt under control. So everything's usually organized and done in my house. If it wasn't for my Virgo in me, forget about it. So I like the King of Pentacles because, the King of Pentacles too could be somebody coming into your life or someone who's going to be very instrumental in your life. Okay. So that could be boss wise, maybe a new person you're meeting. Remember, this is a general read. But, the King of Pentacles is anything but boring. If you're looking for, if you're more into the Knight of Wands, if you're still in that stage of that, they're in, they're out, you kind of like that chase. You say you don't, but a lot of you do. Then this King of Pentacles will bore you and he's not for you. But sometimes I think when the cards come out, they're telling us that we need to invoke this energy. So we need to be maybe a little bit more stable in our life. We need to maybe address the material things, our home, our job, our money. We need to do a few different things, okay, that will bring us to this kind of quality of a person. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. Hold on. The Four of Swords is all about resting. Okay, so maybe you're invoking this person because you need a rest, because things have been kind of hectic in your life. That's how I look at it. When we get the Four of Swords, and the one thing that's hidden in this card, because all our cards have hidden meanings, you could see there's three swords up here. Okay, now the Three of Swords is sorrow, heartbreak, separation, divorce, and third-party affairs. So maybe this only applies to a handful of you. Maybe you've been involved in such and you said, I'm kind of done with this. I need a break from all this commotion. I'm tired of the constant worrying about, what's happening next, where's it going? Because it is exhausting, whichever case scenario it is that affects you. But what they've done is they've taken one sword, which is their own sword, and they're like, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to relax. And you people, you fight it out and you figure out where you are at, if that makes sense. So it may be time for you to invoke a little King of Pentacles when it comes to relationships, because you're kind of tired of all the crazy, you know? You're just kind of tired. And you've actually, I feel like, because it has a dogwoods in it, I always think this happened in dogwood season. I think that's what, a little bit like April, Mayish, give or takey. Give or takey. Um, so we like the Four of Swords because I think people are having epiphanies. I want more out of life. I want stability. Maybe stability's not so bad, because you could fall in love with the right one. It could also be job too. Like I said, this could have a lot to do with job. And the Eight of Wands tells us that things are going to kind of move forward. So if you felt you've been running in place, which a lot of you do, and I always say right as you're in that mode of feeling like you're running in place, is when you are going to, it's like that's when you're going to change the most. So even though you feel like you've been running in place, I want you to know that this is the most exciting time. Things are changing and you just can't see them. So we like the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, don't forget, these wands have been locked into cement. They have not moved. And all of a sudden you're going, wow, things are starting to move in a good positive direction. I know this has happened with myself too. I felt like I was running in place for a few months, and then all of a sudden things started falling into place. And that's what you want. You want things to fall into place. You want to work hard and you want to see what you get the results of your benefits, or the benefits of your results, something like that. But you know what I mean. So aren't you glad I'm back in front of the camera? So anyway, I feel if you felt like you've been running in place, things are about to start taking flight. And that's one of the definitions of this. It talks about taking flight. So your goals and what you're looking to achieve, they're about to start taking flight, and you're going in the right direction. And you're going to notice too that different people are put in your direction. Okay. Not only that, but it's kind of like, the synchronicities. You're being put where you need to be put, divine guiding's like, we got to give him or her a little bit of a helping hand, which they do. And you end up being put in the right place. You're like, oh, how did I end up here? So I like that divine guidance comes into play. And I think things will move forward for you, especially if you feel like nothing has been happening. Or on the flip side of that, if you've been feeling like there's way too much commotion, things are going to kind of balance out, especially when you realize that, what, I mean, you're accountable for some of the stuff, and then you say to yourself, what, I need to take 2 steps back, and kind of view the situation from where I am. So I mean, after a while, too much drama and all that stuff gets cray cray. We don't like it. So all right, everyone, this is Coffee and Tarot Time. I am the Queen of Wands. Everyone, have a great day.